Heyo! Hey Cardfit Geek, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How are you doing this season? Happy Friday. Happy Friday, man. Yeah. So, nothing much right now, just playing a bit of ranked. Slightly panicking about the SP Metal situation. Usually they release, news about the banner like 1 or 2 days before it comes out. And today is the 13th. The banner came out in JP on the 15th. So, what can you do? Drink some water and hope for the best. But not very certain about it at the moment. Hey Andrew, how's it going? How does Gold Paladin need Ganslot Liberator in the deck to be good now? Gold Paladin does not need Ganslot Liberator in the deck to be good. If you want to play Liberators, then you will probably want to play 4 Ganslots. Yes. I'm okay with this hand. It's pretty good, pretty good. The reason why is because, if you play Easel or I don't know, Spectral Duke, for example, other variants of golds that aren't Liberators, there isn't a real reason to play Blaster Blade Liberator. There isn't a real reason to play Ganslot Liberator in that case. Yeah. So, I mean, you have a lot of other alternatives. Playing your Easel or even just playing Garmor or whatever is probably the better fit. If you do want to play a Liberator in any Gold Paladin deck, I suggest Liberator Freed. It is a Limit Break 4 on place Counterblast 1, Top Call 2, which is pretty good. Superior Calling 2 for Counterblast 1 is pretty good value for its bang for its buck. Bellobarus only grade 3. Bellobarus is also a pretty good break ride. If you want to play break ride in the Easel or other variants, play Bellobarus. Go do that. Cardfight Geek knows his Gold Paladin stuff. X says, yesterday my new cards finally arrived in the mail, so I can get back into the TCG even if it's only a small group of people from locals via Discord. If anyone wants to do, viewer TCG fights, even though I only have MLB, I'll put that out there. Every other deck that I have is really outdated, like 1 year ago. But if anyone's interested, we can do that. We can just, stream, but it's just gonna be my table, and that's all you're gonna see. But we can play some TCG if anyone's interested. Or if you just want to play some games, privately message me on Discord or anything, and we can make it happen. Yeah. Andrew says, but I don't have Ganslot and Joseph yet. Well, if you don't have those Liberator pieces, I'd suggest just stick with generic Gold Paladins. They honestly do a better job than Liberators. Liberators is more of a constraint right now than anything. So, what is up with our opponent here? Playing Fromage CEO, Leon. X says, I'm kind of the same. Other than the recent shipment, all my decks are about a year out of date. Yeah. Most recently, what did I play? The most recent tournament I've been to was the regionals where Mordred Phantom just came out. So I didn't actually build Mordred Phantom. I actually played PBD Control, popularized by Ryan Kai. So Ryan Kai is a super awesome Shadow Paladin player. Learned a lot from him. And other than that, I built Valkyrian for Genesis. So there's that. It will get some more new support, but it's not the top tier that you'd want if you were playing competitively. I'll say that. So OTT doesn't have a retire. There's no reason to use Control right now. Might as well save the Countermass to use Berserk Dragon in the future if I want to. Just play out cards. Nothing much here. Kagero is pretty linear actually. Hit the draw trigger. Whatever. Harfa Geek says, my build runs 2 Silver Witch and 3 Joseph instead of 4 Joseph and 1 Maron because I usually draw into my Josephus. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, Liberators don't have a lot of, you know, specified superior calling. So, you know, cards like, you know, there's a lot of on hit kind of must one top call. There's a lot of top calls, but not like Easel where you can choose the top 4 or like Royals where you can choose which card to superior call. So you do, like personally, I'd play 4 Josephus just because it's more consistent to top call it out. But the good thing about Silver Witch is that, you know, it's an on place, you can play it from hand. But the bad thing is that it's not liberating. So that's something that I would personally be wary of. I haven't played Liberators yet, but personally, I value the 7k booster or beater, and the Liberator name is quite important. Andrew says, I have enough to craft 1 Josephus or Alfred. Which one should I craft? I would suggest you not to craft any of these. Generally speaking, save your mats to craft triple rares. Double rares, you will get into them eventually if you roll enough of the gacha. And if you are interested in playing golds, maybe wait, you know, a set or 2 into the future. Maybe there is a gold rate up, and it's probably better for you to use your packs then, assuming you only want to finish golds. But yeah. JP Francesca 3. Hi, welcome to Entropy, by the way. Be sure to subscribe. If you do, you will have a little zombie animation right up there, and you will be forever immortalized on this channel. Got your 4th Ganslot Liberator, but I don't have any Josephus or the other Break Ride. That's okay. You know, the good thing about Liberators is that Liberators has a lot of options, right? Eventually, you will have Garmor Liberator, you'll have Ganslot Zenith, the Cross Ride, you'll have Monarch Sanctuary, Alfred, the Liberator. You'll have a lot of Liberator boss units, and even if you don't have, you know whatever Break Ride or Josephus, you will have a lot of options in the future. Don't worry much about it. You know, just play with what you have so far, and just make whatever works. You know. Oh, okay. You're an gamer. Well, okay. I recognize you. Alfred is 2 to 3 and pretty good for calling interceptors. But yeah, the good thing about Alfred is that it gets to choose, you know, top cards, right? And if you're playing 4 of Alfred, then maybe play less Josephus. I don't know. I think generally speaking, Alfred still isn't that great of a unit. But you know, I think it depends on if you value consistency or value. You know, if do you want to play the Freeds or do you want to play the Alfreds? I mean, you're gonna play a mix of them, but how, like, you know, how you distribute your pieces, right? But that's a really good point, New Moon. Yeah, haven't seen you before, so welcome to Entropy. Very good point. Do we cross ride here? I guess so, because our opponent's on Tom, right? You know. Let's just kill the Tom. I didn't even pay attention. They probably searched for PG, but it really doesn't matter to me anymore. If our opponent searched for Silent Tom, 13k base means that our numbers are nicer. And so, you know, even if they have a Tom, even if they hit multiple triggers, they'll have a more difficult time hitting over our numbers. For playing a small group and casually organized tournaments, I don't need to invest that much into being competitive. Yeah, when I play with friends, you know, it's pretty nice to just go back and play some nostalgic formats as well. My friend has a bunch of Legion stuff, so that's super cool. And then he says the new PBO surprisingly isn't expensive, only around 6 per copy compared to Luard. Luard is super meta though. I think that's just why it's high in value. But yeah, we're just taking it easy for the stream. We're at Legend 25, so I'm around top 500 right now. Pretty comfortable. Playing whatever I feel like playing, you know, like the end isn't that good, but you know, Carfight Geek, I only run 2, so I think I can get away with it. Yeah. Andrew says, I did pull 2 Escrad in my temple. Escrad is great. Escrad gives you that nice early game that Liberators generally doesn't have. and I would definitely recommend playing it. Like people ask like, oh, do you play Vivian though? Vivian and Iskrat is basically the same thing, right? But with general golds, Vivian is an option, but you just have a lot more options nowadays, right? Maybe in set 5 golds you would play Vivian, but right now you have the spirits, you have unflippers, you have just so many cards that Vivian, Vivian doesn't have the space for. But right now with the small card pool that Liberators has, Iskrat is definitely definitely a nice pick. And since Liberators are slightly slower in comparison, yeah, I think definitely good card to play. Numon says I pulled like 7 to 9 Iskrat. That's a lot. Crafting material, but unfortunately only got 1 Gantz. That shaking my head. That's pretty unfortunate. Only 1 copy of every ace. I hope that Gantz slot comes with plot armor, right? Because like the anime protagonists, even if they only have 1 copy, it always ends up in their hand, and they always play it, right? OG IG, only 1 Blaster Blade, plays it every single game, right? Just activate that plot armor, and you're good to go, Numa. X says, once I reach Legend 20, I stop worrying about climbing and just play whatever. Also, take this chance to experiment with some build variants. Yeah, just chill. So casual game. Christopher says, yeah, I just play for fun. Yeah. X says, Genesis without the ride chain surprisingly works. I think both are pretty good, personally. Because the thing is, right, like modern ride chains, you don't get pluses from going to grade 2 to grade 3. Like for example, Tachi one, when you ride the grade 3, you get a copy of the grade 2, right? Like you still get a plus, but like the ride chains nowadays, they don't. Instead, the grade 2 has a really good, like usually on hit skill. And so I think that they're offering less consistency but more value on the grade 2 turn, and it really depends on how you play the game. It's just re-ride for the crit. I think that for Genesis, I'm not really familiar with the clan, I'll say that much. But I think both variants are pretty decent, and the good thing about the ride chain is that the grade 2 is like on hit Soul Charge 2 if you have the grade 1 Soul Charge 2 again. So you're playing more aggressively if you're playing the ride chain, I feel. But if you're playing the other unit, the non-ride chain, what you have is more options in the mid game to late game, and that definitely could be helpful. Christopher says, I don't care about the meta, I just play whatever decks looks fun. That's why I really want to play Genesis, it looks so fun. Well, definitely give it a shot. Especially with future variants of Genesis, you have a lot more big, splashy units. Not just Soul Blast 6 or Soul Blast 8 or something and wipe your opponent's front row. You have cards like you get to draw extra or drive check extra. You get to like restand and do all that spicy stuff. So Anos Voldigold, I think that's a reference to what's it called? The reincarnated. It's another isekai anime. Andrew says, is Nova's good to play with Buster in the meta? Eradicator Buster? I think that they're a really high roll deck, but definitely really fun. And when set 12 hits with Ethics Buster Reverse, that's when they'll be really good. I think they're at least tier 2. New Moon says, can't wait for Global to get Garmor Liberators. I can counter Iwanagehime easier. Yes, so Iwanagehime, apologies if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Skill is, you Soul Blast, you wipe your opponent's front row, you basically deal damage to your opponent's board, right? But with Garmor Liberator, what you're doing is you're counterblasting 2, you're gonna Superior Call until your board is full. So very, very high value unit, especially if you're playing against a control deck like Kagero, for example. And in addition, it also has a skill that makes your front row, they're not affected by, skills. So you can't like retire them, you can't lock them or whatnot. I believe, don't quote me on that, but yeah, definitely very solid. X says, I cut the grade 1 of the chain to run better grade 1 options. The grade 2 is easy to put in the soul, and there are other soul charge options. Definitely. It just depends if you want to play fast or slow, right? Like, the good thing is that, you know, if you soul charge earlier, a lot more heavy early game, you don't really have to worry about that cost late game. But the bad thing is that if you run out of steam with Genesis, you know, like it's gonna be troublesome. So New Moon says yes, Novas are really good with ethics and ethics reverse, definitely. Carfight Geek says in ethics I run 3 shouts because ethics is very piece reliant, so shout very needed and 7k booster solid. Yeah, I see a lot of people play, you know, more card draw, like what's that the Street Bouncer, the 8k grade 2 on place rest 2 units, draw 1 card, because you really want to find your pieces before you break ride, and so that's, yeah, definitely. The thing that makes Ethics Blau really good is that all the pre-limit break support that Novus has gives the deck a stronger early game than the other set 9 decks. Right, Liberators are mostly playing Liberators. Eradicators are mostly playing Eradicators. Genesis is mostly playing new stuff, no support previously. And Novas, however, with Ethics Buster, the break ride, it's very flexible with any of the keywords. Of course, maybe it was intended to have more synergy with, you know, Ethics name, but we get that synergy in Setchwolf, and so right now we can play around with a lot of pieces. I've seen decks with Perfect Riser on Reddit. I've seen, you know, most prominently Ethics Blau, but yeah, it's Iwagahime. Yeah, okay, apologies. Do you have any tips against Ethics Buster and Stand deck? Andrew, it depends on what you're playing. Ethics Buster, it depends on the situation. Usually, if I'm playing Aquas or whatever with like multi-attack, I try to rush them as soon as possible. If I'm playing a control deck like Shadow Paladin, for example, then I will try to take it slow, control when they break ride, because they can't self-damage to break ride, right? They have to be at 4. And then try to, you know, set up PGs in my hand, set up multiple intercepts so that even if they break ride and retire 1, I will still have another. Basically, before you're ready to deal with that Gauntlet Buster, just set up your board and can control your opponent's play. Yeah. X says, and if you miss Ethics and have to go directly to Stern, Stern is a really easy to pull off restanding Vanguard. That's definitely true. Definitely true. While it's not as good as it used to be when it came all the way in set 2, it definitely can still be good. And I've been humiliated by it in a tournament setting once. So if you're interested in watching me get wrecked by Blau, check out that tournament replay of Juan Mango's tournament. 1 month ago, I think. JP Foncesta 3 says, try playing some GB later. GB is Granblue? What's GB? I mean, I could play Granblue, but Granblue is honestly pretty bad though. New Moon says, at Andrew, either rush them or keep them at 3 until... Exactly. You're on point. That, you know, who you know, like, if you're knowledgeable, I think you're really knowledgeable from what I'm seeing, and you have that plot armor. You know, what are you gonna do? I don't wanna face you. Seem quite intimidating. Perfect Geek says, I try to list 9 crit libs, and it's good since golds already generate a lot of advantage. 9 crit libs. Maybe. I haven't played the deck. Again, I haven't played the deck, so I can't really comment too properly on that. But I can see if you're playing Freeds, if you're playing Josephus's, if you're playing, I see you're playing like Silver Witch mains and whatnot. So perhaps playing Blowburst as well. Maybe decks that can push from 3 to 6 are ideal for this damage stalling. So decks like Reiji, surprisingly, Gauntlet Buster. What other decks can build like multiple crits on Vanguard? I mean, playing 9 crits, I guess. Definitely pretty surprisingly important in this meta. But one thing to note is that you have to recognize what kind of PGs your opponent's playing. So if you're playing against like Eradicators, for example, it's really linear, right? Like they're 100% going to be playing the Eradicator PG, the new one. But if they're playing golds, for example, it's a mix-up. It's a mix-up, especially if they're playing easel. So definitely be careful what you're trying to do. And if you're playing 9 crits, in this metagame, just go face, just go all in on it. If you might as well. JP, Francesca, 3, yes, Grand Blue. All right, understood. I'll play a game or two of Grand Blue as requested. Maybe after we rank up, because we're so close. Andrew said, that is the deck I get me but kick when I play gold. I don't. Can you elaborate that? I'm not too sure. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, it's just the lag. X says, as long as the opponent doesn't damage check twice, Ethics Blau can do 3 to 6 damage with no problem. Sometimes even without needing to trigger. Definitely, it's quite surprising how effective it actually is. In the TCG, I don't think anyone really tried this combo because you can guard, right? Because you can guard at like Blau, you can just, no, you shall not pass. And then that's the end of the turn. And so because of how Zero is formatted, because of the rule set, we see a lot of interesting synergies actually. And I think that's actually pretty neat. Black Ace Delta, yo, how's it going? Are you hyped for set 10? What are you planning to play next set? I am waiting for set 9's SP Mel, and as I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm getting a bit nervous. I'm getting a bit nervous because, alright, let's play something legit. I'm nervous because usually they release the banner information 1 or 2 days beforehand. The banner came out on the 15th in JP, and it's already the 13th. So, I guess if the next banner is just gonna be, the normal one without glory, I guess I'll still roll, but I'm not too happy about it. But yeah, I'm gonna focus on set 9. And then set 10 I'm probably gonna skip. I'm gonna skip set 10. If you're interested to know more about set 10, go check out the video that I uploaded, the most recent video. It's a pretty good overview. We talk about what cards, what clans, what banners, what events, and all that good stuff. And one of them is actually a crossover event with Hololive. So if you're not familiar with Hololive is the new virtual YouTuber kind of thing that's pretty popular in Japan and worldwide nowadays. And they actually just got announced another VTuber crossover. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, go check out JP server. They're getting another grade 2 generic 10K. So you get to play pick your poison, pick your VTuber to support. And what it means is that even if certain clans only have 1 10K, you can play 12 10Ks now. And it means that it's a lot more free. It's a lot more beginner friendly. If you have a lot of these 10K vanillas, it's definitely better than playing a 9K Crate Elemental, right? So X says, yep, no one tried Ethics Blau in TCG because guarding was a thing. Andrew said, I get down to 4 damage to opponent, and his turn he finished me with Ethics Buster and stand combo to kill me for the win. Oh, Ethics Buster. Okay. Ethics Buster takes time to get their pieces, rush them down, and pray for damage triggers. I suppose there's that too. But hey, Elena, how's it going? How's it going? I'm so sorry, man. I'll just read off the I'm so sorry. I don't know your language. I can't pronunciate that. But he says, hello man, I am new to the channel and I like it. Thank you so much for liking this channel. Follow this guy, go like this video, go subscribe, and so you can see more good stuff. But yeah, I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. It's really cool to see people from around the world, especially countries that don't really have a lot of support with the TCG. I think this is a great window of opportunity for people to finally get a chance to play Vanguard. It's really accessible. All you need to do is download the app. It's free to play. If you can manage your resources, appropriately. I am a free-to-play player. I've not invested a single dime, a single cent into this game, and I'm playing pretty competitively. I've gotten second on ranked, and mostly it's about effort and managing your resources, right? And in terms of skill, there is a lot of luck in this game, but there are definitely ways to play around luck. There are definitely ways to maximize what you gain from luck, and that's all this channel is trying to do. Perfect says, I'm gonna play Tsukiyomi Magus. That's an interesting mix. A lot of Magus synergy with Magus, but Tsukiyomi stacks. I guess that can work. Elena says, how are you? I am doing good. How are you? Playing a bit of ranked casually. Only when I'm about to rank up will I switch into something meta. But yeah. Black Ace Delta said you did. Thank you for checking out the video. I really hope that it helps you all out. Anthony says, yo, how's it going, Anthony? It's been a while, eh? Put them to 4. We don't have PG, which is rough. It's rough. It's rough. Anthony says, I have a big question. Alright. Should I get the 4th copy of Blonde Easel or Chrome Jailer? Easel. Yep, Alena's got it. Easy answer. Chrome Jailer is solid, right? Don't get me wrong, but Easel is just much more value. You definitely want to ride it more often than Chrome Jailer. So there you have it. And Easel will have more support in the future than Chrome Jailer. Chrome Jailer is more splashable, but Easel has Planet Easel. Easel will have Easel Scissors and other Easel name support. In the TCG it was BT14, Brilliant Strike, but probably set 13, set 14-ish in Vanguard 0, but look forward to it. And Easel is pretty good. I don't speak Espanol. I'm sorry, Ek. But my name is Michael. I am from Greece. Oh, well, welcome, Michael from Greece. It's very neat. And there are always ways to play around luck. Also, opponent gets 3 heal triggers and double crit. Well, you can set it up so your opponent, has to check more heals consecutively or whatever, right? But if your opponent just sack, well, I'm stumped. I cannot comment. We take those L's. We take those L's. Alana says, I just finished an Among Us session with some friends, about to head to bed. Well, thank you for coming over and saying hi. Yeah. How's everyone feeling about Among Us? I think it's definitely a really fun game. I'm not knowledgeable enough to stream it. Unfortunately, I don't even know all the maps yet. So. Do we just go face? Do we go face? What's our 5th card? So if I hit with trip, it means that, because I have 2 self-damages, right? It means that the chance of returning a draw trigger and a PG is 25%, rather than 20%. So keep that in mind. That's something you can play around with self-damagers. Carfight Geek says, Tsukiyomi Magus basically works first you stack, then you know what cards you have. So if you don't draw into support, Magus cards, you just rely on Tsukiyomi, then crit them with Pentagonal. Yeah, Lumber Break for kind of must want to for call is pretty good. Yeah. Easel, solid. All right, so we put the Pelennor and the PG back, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, if our opponent does have Gauntlet Buster, it's GGWP here. So let's just descend it. Descendant's good. Descend. I want to see descend. And he says, Hablo Espanol and a trashy English, but it works. Yeah. Let me guess. Eek. What does hablo? Speaks. I don't know, but yeah. Yo hablo español en nutrition. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm limited with my my languages. Christopher says Pale Moon and Great Nature have just been left in the dust. Funny to say, Great Nature actually topped in JP around this time when they were this meta. So that's very neat. That, you know, surprisingly, Great Nature Polaris still topped. But I agree that they're not very good right now, unfortunately. Exactly, Elena. On point. X says, I'm from Central America. They never printed Spanish cards, so we use the English ones. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I know that, like, you know, in some Asian countries, like Thailand, for example, they have their own versions. And it's more... yeah, no surprise crits. That's good. And they're more budget friendly to suit the, you know, economic needs of the market, and that is, you know, something that I wish they did for more countries. You know, I think there's even an Indonesia V series, so that's interesting. Novum L says, and all your friends are too occupied with school to meet for an Among Us session. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's definitely kind of hard sometimes. How's it going, Novum L? Haven't seen you around. Maybe too shy to chat or new to here. But welcome to Entropy. X says, though Yu-Gi-Oh players also use English cards because the Spanish translation are often are less than good, to put it kindly. Bad quality or bad translations? I'm interested. Piqued my interest. Christopher says, every clan gets support. Pale Moon and Great Nature cries in corner. Wait for your turn. Wait for your turn. But yeah, unfortunately, Pale Moon will have to wait for a bit. And it's good. Next is going to be reverse support. So that's going to be very cool. None of this really matters at all. Ease game. Ease game. Opponent didn't ride Gauntlet Buster. Ease game. Yeah, I don't know why they rode Descendant, because they wouldn't have put me to lethal anyways, unless they hit a crit. So, misplay. Alright, let's play some Grand Blue. Grand Blue Gaming! Exactly. How's it going, yo? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yo, hablo means I speak. Wow, you're all very talented, eh, Elena? I know Spanish, mi lamo sayan. Whew, wow. Putting me to shame. X says, Liquid Reverse should be in the next set of JP. I hope so. I sure hope so. Silverthorn, overdue. Andrew says, here's my update in Vanguard 0. I'm so close to level 17 and keep on pushing my goal to level 21. You're so close. 3 ranks and you'll get another Liberator. Liberator Vanguard. So keep at it. Make it work. Awesome, awesome. It's such a slow deck. Mi la malano. Soy de Austria. Are you from Austria? That's so cool. Should be together with Amon. Yeah, with Dark Irregulars. Definitely. Why so many Spanish people see this? I don't know. Is it a time zone thing? Michael, you thinking to play some friendly games with us today or only ranked games? We can play some friendly games. Like, I don't really care about ranked right now, so we can definitely do that. I think that'd be fun. I forgot how to play Gramble already, so apologies if I'm humiliating myself. And so he says, it's very weird. I'm not Spanish, just memeing. Bad translations, lol. Christopher says, what's the dumbest deck you've ever played against? Dumbest deck? Dumbest deck. Gotta think about that. What is the dumbest deck that I've ever played against? The dumbest deck that I played against and it worked against me was the 9 crit Descendant thing. You know, I was like stream rolling, opponents like Descendants, proc double crit, boom, 6 damage. GGWP, dude. It's over. It's over. Like that's pretty really rare. So that was pretty dumb. But don't count on that strategy, you know? Yeah, Eradicators and 9 crit, just random Descendants, you know, strolling by. Gramblue says, have I been playing any FPS recently? No, but I'm looking into it. Just, mainly playing some Vanguard, playing some Hearthstone actually. So if you're interested in Hearthstone, let me know. There's a recent update, so that's pretty neat. And then what else? I know I'm playing stands, but we've seen 2 already. We're playing like 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Carfaggy says, Anthony, I'm not Spanish. I live in the UK. I just learned pure skill. Wow. Good on you. It's always good to learn a new language. Good job. And X says, I can only imagine how they translate Buster Blade, probably Espulatador Espada, which sounds all kind of wrong. It doesn't sound as catchy as Blaster Blade, I agree. In German, we also have bad Yugi translation, very misleading from time to time. Groundwood Gaming says, anyone play Valorant here? Go find some other friends and go play some Valorant. What Granblue deck? Why? Someone asked for Granblue. I forgot who, but someone was asking for it. We're gonna make a statement. Water type speeds electric. Wait, no. Electric type speeds water type though. So I don't think that's how it works. We don't even have anything to call. I'm such a bad player. Oh, we have the starter to call. All right, we're plussing, boys. Plus gang. It's beautiful. All right, what do we want? We want Monsieur Nightmist. It's so much easier than CSGO, they move so slowly. Gramblue says, Gramblue is always one of my favorite clans, but no, if I had flip, I needed that. But it's so poorly treated, yeah. But when Jira hits and we get, we get some of that spicy stuff, 7 C's. Granblue gets pretty good. Chris, is it only me or Val and VG are like heaven and hell people difference? I don't know. Why? Why is that? Access also got the Skeleton Colossus. That card is really bad. Which is Skeleton Colossus? Which card is Skeleton Colossus? Grade 3? This one? Yeah, Skull Dragon? No. Who's Skeleton Colossus? You were mentioning time zones. Well, it's 10:13 p.m. here in Central Europe. Is this like good time? I like Val. People are so toxic. I'm in ranked and I play comp at bronze. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, in any game, there's always toxic people, right? That's just how it is. That's just how it is. Sack. Reverse sacked. X says, my school teaches English since first grade, so I'm used to the language since a very young age. I think, yeah, me too. I think a lot of places, at least English as a secondary language, which is, which is not bad, I guess. It's good that even if you grew up in a different country, at least we all have a language that is common so we can communicate. But at the same time, the question is, why English, right? Of course there's a lot of history and politics and all that, but I am just skipping this up because I will play after I get a rad. In my country, anyone sold now that is Vanguard, it's not popular here. Well, the good thing about Vanguard Zero is you get connected with anyone in the world. You don't have to meet someone in person to play a game, and you can always play a game. Just click ranked, and then it'll match you, right? So that's a good thing about it. Christopher said, I pulled 4 Vowing, 3 Descend, and 1 Gauntlet. That is amazing. Gramblue says, the VG people are angels. They are friendly and not toxic. What? I get a lot of haters. They talk shit, man. They even laughed at me for wearing a suit. So, I didn't appreciate that. I'll tell you that much. That's +1. How about Cocytus Reverse? I think it's pretty good. But it's not out in English yet, right? So Vanguard has its fair share of toxic people. Yeah, I mean in anything, right? There's always going to be toxic people. You can't avoid it. Stand triggers should have been playing, you know, draw triggers or something, I guess. Cocytus Reverse is tier 2, but I can do Link Joker. The great one of the Cocytus chain, it never goes off nor is ever needed for other pieces. Yeah, that's fair enough. No bro, like I played Vanguard 0 for half a year and I've seen 0 toxic people. Well, X says, I quit the Vanguard wiki because the discussions there always devolve into flaming wars and the moderators never do anything to calm it down. I don't know. Well, I can't really comment on the Vanguard wiki, but what I will say is that it's a shame that they haven't been updating Vanguard 0 on the Vanguard wiki for quite a long time now. I think they had the link to Dazzling Divas, but they didn't have a single card on that page. It's like a broken link, so it makes it hard for most, like, you know, people to find information about it. So I you know, I genuinely like to bring or suggest people to go to the Reddit Discord, just because there's, you know, a timeline, there's events, there's discussion, and that's always useful. There are a fair share of players, but mods are dumb to be played. Well, it depends, right? Like, you know, I won't make a general statement like that, but you know, people are taking time out of their lives to do this, and not everyone has that much time to handle everything, right? It's not like they're making any, they're probably not making any money out of it. So the admin threatened me for emotional blackmail. Lol, I gave up on that wiki. Elena says, we had English, Spanish, Latin, and French in school. I also know Bosnian from parents and started to learn Japanese and Korean. Holy, English, Spanish, Latin, French, Bosnian, Japanese, Korean. 7 languages? It's insane. That's insane. The only toxic player I've seen IRL is sadly my younger player. He was stealing decks from people at locals to sell it at other locals. That's pretty toxic. Yeah. I haven't dealt with that before. I've only dealt with people who try to cheat in the game, but that's definitely not nice. Grandma said, but like at least it's not like every game they're shouting and saying you trash when they have like the same amount of kills as you. The good thing about Vanguard 0 is that there's no chat function, so definitely less of those. I agree. That's Mill. So now that we have 3 Night Mists, all these Night Mists will be 8+3s, so they will hit numbers. Very nice. And SP Ghosty, got a flex there. Once you mention split triggers, you get flamed. Yeah. It really hurts me though. Like honestly, I don't know if I should say this, but like I really like the Reddit Discord because it has a lot of resources, right? But you know, the chat, they talk a lot of shit, and it's not always nice things. So they say Dragon Newt is the best first strat, but they instantly switched once the other strats came out. Well, you know, wiki people are not working in 0. At least Vanguard 0 meta is still live. Yeah, the database is good. Soon they found out he got banned from both locals. Well, yeah, I feel like and German. Yo, Elena, why you got don't flex like that. But that's amazing and super cool. Gremble Gaming says, but still half the community is good for Vanguard. We can't avoid toxic players, but most people are cool. Even small YouTubers like Val play it for 1 month rank and you will leave the same game immediately. I mean game, yeah. I don't have much experience with Valorant. A lot of my friends play it though, but I feel like they enjoy it. As long as you know, play with your friends and you know, gotta ignore it sometimes, man. Cancer is cancer. All right, we gotta hit a stand. Actually, it doesn't even matter. We lost. Your life have to be really bad for cheating on a TCG game for kids. Well, like, okay, so I see that argument, but people do care. And I respect people who play competitively, right? Because it means that they care enough to put effort and time into it. One thing against that argument is that when you're at like, you know, regional level or like worlds level, you get actual prizes that are worth money. So, you know, when you say like your life has to be really bad, I can see that, you know, either, you know, socially, either economically, you know, if you really need that money and if you think TCG is the way to go and you really want that prize card to sell for money, then I guess your life is really bad. But I'm sure everyone has their reasons, and you know, I just hope that this is not how we define competitive play. If it's cool, if it's casual, you know, I'll give them a tap on the shoulders and say, you know, like, bro or girl, that's not cool. You know, like, just play the game, yo. But like, you know, yeah, it just happens. Like, I've had to do that more than once, and like the reason why I did take a break between early G to end of G, like I didn't play any of G because of just the sheer number of effects proccing, like especially if you're unfamiliar with different clans, it's just there's so much room for cheating and all that going on, and I didn't really enjoy it. Like, I don't like the feeling of, you know, confronting anyone about this kind of thing. So that's just me, but I just don't like it. X says, meant to say younger brother, it was very suspicious, but damn. Oof, yeah, that's it's hard to handle. People do anything to win, it fuels their self-esteem. Yeah, that's definitely true. Definitely true. Yeah. That man is like, oh, put it in the pocket, hell yeah. Are we playing against golds? Should we meme? Is it blockade time, boys? Ranked is a bit boring, hoping they get more stuff. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's how it works, right? Like every month, when it gets to around this time of the month, it starts to get a bit boring. And you know, you're at the meta it has formed. You know, not a lot of people are trying new things anymore. I mean, some of us near the end of ranked, you know, generally just playing what we want or just nostalgia or experimenting. But most of the time, people that are trying to rank up is playing really hard, being legit stuff. I hope this game never dies out. The thing is, it has a like a lifespan, right? Like, we know that they're only like most of the cards that they have in this game. It's monthly releases, and they only have so many sets or cards in the TCG that they can import. So unless they start making zero specific cards like more often, this game will have a expiry date, and that's unfortunate. But we'll have to see what they want to do with it, because it's making money. From what I'm seeing, it's making money, and I hope it doesn't end too soon. I'm blessed that my father supported and pushed me from early. That's why I devoted myself into a judge rather than playing myself, and I helped all players at my you know, the locals and regionals, for example, teaching rates. That's really cool. That's really nice. Yeah, I think definitely we need more people that are knowledgeable, more people that are willing to take that time to bring more to the community, and I'm sure all those languages come in handy. You know, there must be that one kid who's like speaking like, you know, Japanese or whatever, and like, you know, you can communicate with them, and it'll make their day definitely. He says, my stepbrother also cheated a lot, and it was mostly just because he was obsessed with winning every game. He was toxic, kind of competitive. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm interested to see what you feel about competitiveness, right? Like for me, I kind of grew up in a competitive environment. I played competitive chess. Not you know, I mean, yes, in terms of, you know, what do you call it? Like chess that you know of, but I played a lot of Go, which is kind of like a Chinese chess, but Chinese chess is a different thing. It's complicated, but you know, when you're taught that it's all about winning and all that, it gets into your head sometimes, and that toxicity, I think it's about what you build, right, in the classroom or in the environment, in your circle, and I think if everyone just pays more attention to it and keep it chill, like respectful competitive, but not toxic competitive, I think it's just so much better for everyone. Anthony says, I like to play competitive, but when you think back, it's just a little like, yeah, you know, like, what are you gonna do, man? Like, yeah, you won Vanguard 0 tournament. I mean, you win money, right? So there's that, but I mean, I don't mind more money, but you know, I'm the one kid that wins using a very old deck. Yeah, you gotta rep, right? I think Shiroyasha, the number one on ladder right now, is playing Shadows. So respect for that. Full SP deck. Stopped by once, so that's very cool. I'm satisfied that I made Magic the Gathering twice, so I could gladly restart. Wow, that's actually really cool. And Vanguard Worlds once. Whoa. Wow, wow, wow. Which meta? I'm actually super interested. But yeah. Zero could use some PvE content besides the story mode. PvE modes would require a little less dumb AI though. I think there's definitely a lot of potential with what they wanted to do. Originally, I wanted to do a video about like recommending how to implement the like Joker arc into the game. I personally think that the reverse units are quite underwhelming compared to the other units in the game, and I thought it would be a great way for new players to get into the game, or free-to-play players to get into the game and try out different clans. So I honestly thought that they would, you know, make reverse as an event for everyone and not include reverse units in the gacha. But I guess that would be way too many units for free. So that's fair enough as well. And yeah, but I feel like, yeah, definitely not as good as PvE as other games. I don't even know what it is. I am like half a year Vanguard noob, but who never played the TCG. But yeah, I mean, you know, chess live stream, interesting. Are you guys interested in that? I'm not very good at, you know, Western chess, but chess is fun. Chess is boring though. I'll say that. Like, chess is boring when you don't know what you're doing, and it's boring to watch when you don't know, like when you don't know what you're seeing, and it's hard to, especially if you're playing speed chess or something. It's hard to to talk. I think, yeah, I like speed chess. Everyone spam chess. I'm usually a very stressed person, so I never get competitive. I mostly see games as a side distraction. Actually, I'm a really nervous person. Like whenever I go into like regionals or whatever, like I'm like shaking, yo. But you know, I kind of like that, you know, that adrenaline, and seeing everyone, you know, try hard. I kind of respect that as well. You know, like in locals, maybe it's a bit too friendly. Like again, for me, like I grew up with like everyone just wants to win. So getting that feeling again, kind of, it's kind of like fucking Stockholm syndrome. But what can I say? Everyone has their own thing. Qualify with CBD. Oh wow, that's a while ago. Are you hyped to see your boy, the Clown Prince of Link Joker, back in the game in Zero? Maybe you could bring him out and get some W's again. Basically, you spend money to win money, so in the end, do you really got money? In Zero, maybe. In the TCG, you can always liquidate your cards, right? Your assets, right? You can always sell it back, and surprisingly, recent releases are actually increasing the value of certain cards. Like traditionally with the original Vanguard, it didn't really do that. But cards like Nemain, cards like Swordbreaker, cards like PBD, these cards are relevant. They've gotten reprints. It's still going up. What can I say? You can. So if you're smart with what you're doing, I think I will argue that you can make money out of Vanguard. CBD is amazing. That combo where the grade 1 can lock again and CBD still draws is crazy. Yeah. Unlock Soul Blast 1, draw 1, plus into plus? What? CBD Delva is coming reverse bad if the Link Joker +1 every turn. Yeah. Also qualified with Timelease but couldn't attend Worlds. That's a shame. Timelease was a pretty. Is it the elite format now with the TikTok? TikTok. Also, I want 2 game modes like standard and only and premium only. We might see that with Zero when we go into Stride era. Because with Strides, I'm actually interested. The power spiking is like a bit too high, right? So, interested to see what they're gonna do with that. Sorry, I'm really behind with the messages. Good question. I think certain reverse decks can outplay CBD, but not most. Yeah, I played Ethics Reverse during that meta, and I did not have a good time. I'll say that much. Chess is so old that there are literally gods in chess, so I stay away from that. I mean, you know, there's just some beauty to something that's like static, right? Like it's a game of perfect information. You know everything that can happen. You know everything that your opponent can do. You know everything that you can do. So in that case, you can argue that it's more skill. Of course, some people will argue that at a certain skill level, at a certain point, it's going first gives you a big advantage and all that stuff. But if you're gonna argue a coin flip as RNG, then I'd still think that it's definitely way less RNG than Vanguard. And if you don't like RNG, then go play some chess. It's good for you. Got diagnosed with several social disorders, so going to locals was an excuse. Yeah, not so much. That's good. I think it's definitely hard, especially in this time and age. As this time, right, with COVID. But hope everything is well. Nebula Lore Dragon is really cool. Cutie Breaker is very cute. How do you know it's a male? Lore, gender doesn't matter. Dragons are awesome. They are. They are. All right, this is called the Go Face. CBD. Nope, his quote in Vanguard Zero is "You're cute." Yeah, CBD came back into the anime. Actually, it was relevant and embodied a dude, a little kid that most of us thought was a female. So there's where it. Check out the anime. It's pretty good. Adjust the board to fit 2 cards in V. Because he likes seeing his enemies struggle meaninglessly. What? The very first Stride era set had Victory, and that deck already had laughs at many defensive measures in Zero. Every attack in that deck gives +5 incrementally, so defensive shield would literally be useless. Yeah. What are they gonna do? I'm calling for strides. I think there will be a tab similar to activate skill, so it would say activate stride, and if the reports out, you can stride or press on the G zone and stride, because in the end, everyone is just puppets in the hands of Chaos Breaker Dragon. Strides, I think maybe it could have its requirement tweaked. Like maybe it costs more to go into stride. I think that's is that even a good way to balance it out? I don't know, but I think that's a possible way to balance it out. Small story about CBD qualifier. I was perfectly prepared, bracing myself for the bad matchups and what do I face? Tetra Drive. Tetra Drive. At least Golds BT40 unlocker will be nice. Yeah, with easel scissors, gotta cut through those lock. I always imagine easel just going around like just taking its time, like just like breaking over those rings for your rear guards like that. It's cute. We're gonna go Draconic Overlord because if our opponent hits that 1 heal left, We still hit 24. So it means that we can still hit the we can still hit our opponent's Vanguard. It's just for the +5. Noah is waifu. No, best Vanguard waifu. I heard so many trash noob etc. in Val that I can die being called that. Noah. Well, chaos be broken, guys. Depends on what how they bring it into Vanguard 0. Depends on that. It was so embarrassing that Easel Scissors in the mat and MA still lost to Galandios. Embarrassing moments, yo. All right, what should we play? You look so cool though. You guys remember that Liberate event where fighters fight reverse fighters? Yeah, the tournaments. It's like, it was super cool. I think, but like 90% of the participants wanted to play Link Jokers, so the event was a fail. I think it was a way to balance the number of Chaos Breakers or Link Jokers in the meta. You know, make it so that in terms of representation, it looks like there's less Link Joker than there is. There should be, but unfortunately, that meant a lot of people just had to play suboptimal decks, or tutor those, like, you know, anti-lock cards that don't really have a place in most actual decks. But you farming Shadow Mats for Remangers? Hey yo, how's it going, Ubi? I am. Let's see what I have right now. Let me get mine. I am at 183, 896, and almost 4k rare drops. I am not farming it yet, because I am farming Norokami right now, and then I will be farming Kagero and Aquaforce, and then I'll go into Shadows. The reason being is because I'm planning to roll a lot on that banner, and I'm not planning to roll a lot on like set 11 or whatever. So that's why. But yeah, play ALEPH. I got you, fam. I got you. The Vanguard 0 should have custom plans like Duel Links. Yeah, exactly like Vanguard EX as well. I wish they had those. X says the only way those anti-lock cards would have worked was if Vanguard had a side deck. Yeah, that's true. And even then, like, those cards were pretty bad. Like Counterblast 1 to unlock 1 unit. Like, why? Why are you playing that? Yeah, Noah with CBD playmat. Yes, Noah sleeves. Give that. I have 8k rare mats for Naru. That's good. I didn't open set 5. I have some because I opened set, which set was that? Okay, let's see. Putting the booster on the side because I might ride the 10k, and that card has restraint, so. I mean the most rare, IDK what? Triple rare. 8k? Triple rare? What? How? It's ridiculous. No way. No, I don't believe you, man. That's unless you have a spending problem, which I do not condone, or you have too much money, which I wouldn't mind having a share of your pie. 8k triple rare mats is whatever. Ubi, cool. I'm planning to roll on set 12 too. Mini pull on Kagero rate up to get more double rare mats for Kagero. Yeah. X says the only anti-lock card that was good was the Mirakuma one. Yes, I played that deck. Yes. It was super fun. It was so fun. New Moon says I want Ganslot Zenith to come already. It's a good. Don't we all? All right, we go face. No time for games. I mean 800. Okay, 800 is a lot more reasonable, yo. You scared me. Even 800 is still really good. So, Zenith and Blasterblade Liberators, my favorite Liberators. They're pretty good. I really like the design. Like when they got first released, like we were like, is this Royals? Is this Golds? Could this be cross clan? And I'll have to say that at first I didn't like the golden plating on like Blasterblade and whatever, but it has grown on me. It has grown on me. Ella says, I'm hyped for Jewel Knights next set and Seal Dragons in set 11. Jewel Knights seems really fun. Fortunately, one thing that I don't like is playing decks or clans that already am clan level 50 at. So I try to avoid that. And then, unfortunately, I want too much stuff, and Jewel Knights is just gonna have to wait. So, is there a rate up for this set? Hisham, how's it going, Hisham? I hope so. I'm a bit worried myself because with SP Metals, JP had it on the 15th, I believe. It's already the 13th. They usually announce these decks, these clan banners, or these banners 1 to 2 days beforehand. So I am a bit worried myself, but let's just hope. Keep hope alive. New Moon, you want to join my alliance to defeat Easel? Is there a rate up for the set? Oh, not rate up. There is SP Metals. Hopefully, that's the answer. Yes. Jewel Knight's gonna be really good. Yeah, they're tier 1 on release, according to JP. Actually, reverse for that retard Tormy gets the free boosters. Solid. What alliance? Yeah, what alliance? New Moon, you play 0. What's your main? Yeah. I grinded all the way to Legend 10 in a few days just to get the SP Blasterblade Liberator. I like that dedication. Haha, top call the trigger. And it's a heal. Sorry, sad too. Inconsistent gold paladins. Look at them, not being able to hit numbers. But we don't have card advantage, so that's the problem. Yeah. Still, Arads can fight in set 9 to 11, so don't rush. Still very good. Even right now, in the Vanguard 0 Championship, JP, the Autumn Qualifier, they are the most represented clan and deck. So, if you are interested, I mean, of course, there's some support in like set 11 with Cho-Oh and some other Eradicators, but it's like only a handful of cards. What you have right now with Gauntlet Buster, with Vowing Sword, with Descendant, that's the core. So I hope everyone picks it up. Entropy, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You're the opposite one. What is the most bland deck in my opinion? The most bland deck? The most bland deck. You mean like the most bland meta deck, or like just deck in general? I think they're still not building numbers. What are you doing, man? The Gold Paladin player. I hope they don't hit a heal. That'd be sad for me. Most bland deck. Bland deck. I guess Blockade is bland. Blockade, you don't do much. You just ride it. It's like there. You block, and then yeah. So that's a misplay. You should have put the trigger on the Vanguard, and then rearguard could attack rearguard, right? There's no reason to damage deny me. G era Enigman. Great Nature is fun, especially Locks is pretty fun. They hit a heal trigger. Why? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do this, yo? For everyone who plays or has played the IRL TCG, what's your main pet clan? Spikes? Wow, I thought it'd be, Lake Joker or Kagero Chronicle, but I guess if you're a competitive player, you gotta play everything. For me, I like shadows. But 9 crit Kagero? Meta deck? Beats Easel? Is this clickbait? Is this clickbait time? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, fam. This is clickbait time. Easel is for real. Liberators hate. F in chat for Dragonic Lawkeeper. Yeah, F, yo, wait. Can I chat? Yes, F. Here we go. Let's give one F to our bro Dragonic Lawkeeper. Play some other stuff. Let's play. Wait, how many points do I have? Locks is fun. F never played the TCG main is Great Nature. That's great. I think he's the only Dragonic that didn't come. Oh wait, well, we're at 40 points. Okay, we should play a legit deck. We can play some more easily. It's so easy. Easy deck. I played Dino since day one. The only exception was Angerblader because it was very unfun. It's like that one time you have a meta card, you're like, not for me. I see you. Am I the only Naruto geek here? Okay, honestly, like for me, I didn't really stick with shadows when I played the TCG. Like I played a bit of everything, right? Like if you like the game, you're probably not gonna pick up more than one deck. But I'd say I played. Which Naruto deck did I play? Did I have the most fun with? I guess early years Vermilion was pretty fun. Emperor? What? Great Nature hyped for drumroll. Ooh, Silverthorn super hype. Oh, wait. I will rule the world with my pet dragon in circus performance. Finally got my VB10 order. All these years, I'm reunited with our goddess Adelaide. Adelaide, yes, best card in the game. Yo, what can I say? Back then, we had like a little popular vote for like which unit should represent each clan for sleeves. Guess who won for spikes? You know, Adelaide. Adelaide won for spikes, and you know, I think this is more important than this game. LA Vanguard sleeves. If you don't have these sleeves, you're not OG. Or you are OG. It's pretty late into the game. But like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this. Look. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Look at this. Yes. The answer to whatever question is yes. I need to change my name from Grabbed to Nora Blue. Adelaide is easy A tier waifu. Definitely, yo. Like, dude, rated #1 waifu. Okay. If you have a different opinion, I will like, I'm gonna be super toxic, and I will talk shit on you on Discord and all that. Okay. Ride my avatar. Are you a royal main? Are you? How's it going, Ride my avatar? Thanks for tuning in. What about Blue Kami Gaming? I don't know. I'm going Isabel over Big Belly. Great Nature's lottery mechanic is very interesting and unique. Big Belly feels very been there, done that. Yeah, can't say no. I think Isabel is a very neat concept and very nice twist to the Great Nature mechanic in V series. I have multiple sets of the supplies. New Moon says, "Ooh, I remember that sleeve contest. That was a really nice contest. I will just keep my real name, game name, night. I forgot who second was. Don't remember either. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, it's all about the winners, right? So." So how's it going, Rama Avatar? Hope everything is well on your end. I think you just hit 1K subs, so that's very congratulates Ride My Avatar for that. That's like, you know, the first big milestone for all of us YouTubers, and something that I hope I could reach someday. So, no, I really like the Kagero Dragon Dance Perdition heals. Yeah, they're really neat. Because everyone has the main deck has really good card art. I've Granblue but never played Granblue. What? Why not? It's all about the thick monsters. If you don't run Adelaide in all your decks, something's wrong with you. Yeah, what's wrong with you, man? Like, bro, for real? For real, girl? What's up? You can't respect that? You can't respect that Adelaide? Share the gospel, yeah. We need a Bible of Adelaide right now. Has anyone seen ReZero? There's like a fucking Bible. We need that. We need that good stuff. Gotta pay our respects. If anyone wants to see. This is Adelaide V. This is Adelaide V. Look at that. Okay, this is the question. Original art or the new art? That's the question. Here, this is the new art. No, so I want to play my game. Which one do you like the most? Which one do you prefer? Which one's best growth Adelaide? You know. Adelaide is the only one to survive in ReZero, Twister, and lived to tell the tale. Yes. So we all know who best growth is. OG is OG, but both are great. Yeah. Forever immortalized, you know? Like every other card got buffed in V. Whether that's shield value, whether that's skill, cost, or stats. Adelaide, you know? Adelaide is so good. Right? You don't need a buff in stats, you know. She's even gotten more prepared to protect you and got more shield value, you know. OG art 100%. That belly though, oh, thick, yes. My computer is nagging me to reset it for an update, so gotta go. All right, man. I'll see you later. Ek, thanks for stopping by. I am gonna take a little 2-minute break to go to the washroom real quick and get some water. So hold up, stay still. I'll be back. Hack my account. Oh no, conspiracy. Gotta stop it. How do we ban Granblue Gaming from this YouTube? All right. well, once Adelaide comes out, like the thing is, right? Like the reason why Spikes is not top tier right now is because Adelaide didn't get translated into 0, right? Like what the fuck, Bushiroad? Right? You get rid of grade 0s, but you don't bring our Adelaide back. Like, no wonder why you're not. You're like, they want to make more money. Just print Adelaide. Just print Adelaide. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3 Adelaide. It's not that hard. Yeah, by my avatar. Super solid, man. Keep it going. Love the different content that you're making recently. I like, you're doing a bit of Digimon, doing some physical TCG stuff. I see you do all that, like, the super cool foil art for like the new cards that we see. So if everyone's interested in Digimon, I think that's a really cool game. Interesting mechanic. It's like once you use certain amounts of resources, it switches to your opponent's turn. So I think that's definitely a very cool format, if I'm not mistaken. And go check that out. Quick, defract him into Adelaide, so this becomes a different type of live stream. Only fans for Adelaide? Is it time to run? All right, let's go. Onga bonga, face, face, face. Don't let your opponent catch a moment's worth of breath. We gotta go face. Playing the 8K, I think that's a pretty good booster to help you hit numbers. Evidently, our opponent's playing Ethics Blau. So, Ride My Avatar says, I play a lot of clans, to be honest. Ride My Avatar is the Neo Nectar king. So, if you have anything Neo Nectar related, go for him. If you have anything related to Vanguard 0, you can also go for him. But yeah. That Spike card needs to get some buffs for being that thick. Yeah, like proportionally speaking, right? For each layer of like muscle Adelaide has, compare that with like Blaster Blade, right? Blaster Blade's a 10K. Adelaide should be like 50K. Why is it a 500? Why is it 5K? That's like bullshit. Power scaling is fucked up in Vanguard. Face is the place. You know some of that. Hearthstone. Is anyone down for a Hearthstone stream? Because I've been playing a bit more Hearthstone in my leisure time, playing some Battlegrounds, which is pretty fun. It's like auto chests, but like Hearthstone units. And then, all right, so new PG for Blouse, yes or no? I disagree with it. I disagree with it because Ethics Blau doesn't want to break right too early. But at the same time, you also don't like to be crit denied, right? Like, I get that as well. I think this PG you should transition into when you're playing Ethics Reverse, but not right now, not right now. Spikes are still amazing. Spikes are okay. I think with so many options with crit pressure right now, and they don't having the new PG, they're not doing as well. But I still like Spikes. I definitely do play them in my spare time, but definitely not as good as when like, around set 5, 6, or 7. And I envy those people who have 30 to 40 Vanguard decks IRL. Me too. I wish I had the money. Elena says, unfortunately, the new Spikes promo got nerfed. Oh, did it? Oh. You guys get real life decks? Yeah, we play the TCG. Rad My Adventure says, Dual Master meets Chrono Clash. I haven't actually played or know much about Chrono Clash. So, that is interesting. Ah, it's the one with the Godzilla. Yes, I've seen this one before. The Godzilla card actually had something like Corona. It's hilarious. Let me show you. Chrono Clash, Godzilla Corona. They had to change the name because Corona was a big thing. Evidently, obviously, I think we're all living it. Where is it? Death Corona Void. Let me finish this turn and I'll show you. Ouch. Did not want to put that heal trigger into the damage. Pretty linear decision making right here. All right, this is more important. Godzilla, Space Godzilla, Death Corona. Yeah. Wait, this is a Magic the Gathering card. It's not Chrono Clash. Oh, my bad. But I thought it was pretty funny that they had this card. Completing my GR decks. Yeah, it's super cool. Oh, hey, meh, 1993. It's been a long time. I haven't seen you around. How's it going, man? I've never seen a brush so true. Digimon is the Chrono Clash system, but more improved. Okay. The new promo got a cost for the part. Ah, oh, that sucks. Did we put the heal trigger back? We didn't. Nervous. Chrono Clash had Godzilla and Naruto. You mean Space Godzilla, Death Corona? Yeah, that's Magic the Gathering. My bad. Misremembering things now. Yeah. It's all good, man. That's good to know. You know. Hope you're doing well. I am. I'm doing pretty good. Just starting to do a bit more live streaming. Just come hang out, you know, more often. Weiss has Adventure Time, Star Wars, Godzilla, Batman, and ReZero. It's like Batman, Ninja Batman, right? That was funny. It was a promo in the regionals last year. I don't know if you like that kind of stuff. But yeah, I picked up the original SAO, Sword Art Online, Weiss trial deck. So I played a bit of Weiss. It was a pretty big thing in my locals. So that was nice. Carfight Geek, yo, you're back. That's cool. Cool. Are we getting sacked? Are we not seeing any triggers? Discarding the PG. Wow. Only one PG left. They discard 2, draw 1, so that card could be a non-PG. Nice. We like that. That's a good heal. Has anyone seen Borat 2? Borat is a pretty good film. Like, why is this expensive to get into, but you can win with trial decks off pure luck? I guess so. I don't know enough Weiss to comment on that though. I'll say that. I'm a noob. Honestly, in my opinion, they shouldn't have restood the second time. Like, they can't hit numbers anyways after that, so. Let's just go for Platinum, go for game. I want to play Bowsprit. Too bad it's not a real, like, it is a real game. It is. They actually had an English version for a while, but then they dropped it, which is a big shame. I thought it was a pretty good game. Yeah, only one PG left, no heals, so, you know, no reason. I want to play Bowsprit. Yeah, Bowsprit's a fun game. There's a lot of interesting mechanics, and most recently, I mean, not even recently, like for the last 5 or 6 or 7 years, they've been doing a lot of crossovers. So, you know, with like stuff like Kamen Rider, Godzilla, what else do they have? They have so much stuff. So, even, what else? Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen is amazing all the time. He's a gem. Weiss is basically Vanguard 0, but more rewarding the more damage you get. Higher risk, higher reward system. Yeah, it's like, it's not, you know, riding up. It's like you have to take damage and you have to control it. I think that's definitely very interesting. There's more variation in the type of cards as well. The one gripe I have is the art. Like, call me snobbish or whatever, but I think you can put more effort than screen cap and anime. Like, and like 480p, 720p, and then like, you know, put in the frame, put in your Photoshop or Illustrator, print it out, that's it. I mean, of course there's thought in like the skills and stuff, but the art though, you know, definitely not as much heart as like Vanguard or whatever. Bellspurts got 4 English decks back in 2009. They also had a few boosters. Alright, Mama Elena. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Really cool to know more about you. Didn't know that you were world qualifier. So that's definitely very nice. Very neat. Run the PG. Let's run the PG. Since our opponent rolled the PG, let's show some respects. A lot of white decks just a grab from anime. The original arts ones are the best. Exactly, and the sign cards. The sign cards are amazing. They just go for too much though. Bye bye. Let's hack his account next time. All right, if I get my account hacked, you know, we know who it is. Oh, they're going for the superior ride. They're pulling the same shtick I did. Riding the PG just to get the superior ride. What is this? Bad gameplay. It's okay, we drew into the PG. It's all part of the plan. And the good thing about superior riding earlier is that you can play out the grade 3s. Exactly what our opponent's doing. Though I might not agree with calling out the self-damager. You know. But what it means is that if I don't hit a trigger, it means that all 3 of our opponent's attacks will hit, which is not nice. So let's hope we get a trigger. Let's hope our opponent doesn't get a trigger. So we will end the turn with 2 damage. Can we, please? S'il vous plaît? No? Meh, 1993. I know it's late, but congrats on the 2nd place. Thank you so much. It took a bit of effort. It was tiring, but thank you. I appreciate it. And hope you know. Hope you are you still playing the game? How's it going on your end? You know, tell me about, you know, it's been a long while, so. May Too Cute says, what do you think of the easel starter? Okay, so let me see where I should start. Ooh, self-damager. Exactly what you're looking for. Hold up, I'll get back to you. I think that, you know, if you play the ride chain, you're getting the easel more consistently. If you're playing the grade 3 searcher with the 4K one, it means that you can search into your Chrome jailers, which can be good. Do you think we can search for? And if you're playing for the 5K, it means that you're only searching for the easel. So that means you must be comfortable with, you know, not picking up a grade 3. And that means you're probably not putting Platina as your heal trigger. So I think it's really playstyle dependent. For me, I don't really like the 5K one that searches for easel only, because I think that if you're going to search for something, at least, you know, get a grade 3 out of it. And if I'm going to play Platina at 4, I personally prefer to put it as a heal trigger. But that's just me. I think that with the grade 3 searcher, you're playing more of a variant with, you know, stans or crits. And that's because you're okay with going into Chrome Jailer. Chrome Jailer lets you plus earlier as well. You don't need to be at Limit Break 4. And that means you can afford to play less draws. But a lot of this is, you know, is personal playstyle, and it's really meta dependent. Like for me, last meta, I really didn't recommend the ride chain. But right now, I kind of feel like if you don't get into the easel more consistently, like even going into the Chrome Jailer is not as good as 2 weeks ago. So that's why I'm playing more of the ride chain right now. 2nd place, obviously, in Coral Season. Oh, you got 1st place already? Wow. Spicy, spicy. Damn. Yeah, so if you've played ranked to that like extent, you will know that it's not just about, you know, being good at the game anymore. It's about being able to handle a mindset or just being able to balance life, right? Because, you know, everyone has their own thing to do in life. Whether, you know, if you're a student, if you're a kid, you have school. You gotta do your schoolwork, right? Especially nowadays with, like, you know, you have to do online school. It's really hard to focus if you If you are working, obviously you have to work. Like you can't avoid that, right? You got to pay your bills. Um, so everyone just has something to do in their life, and playing for top rank means you're spending a lot of hours in your life in your spare time to play, and it's sometimes even skipping sleep, and it was pretty tough, honestly. So major respect to anyone who can do it. Like again, it's not just about being good at the game anymore, right? It's about more than that. So 16 people watching. Yeah, usually we get like almost 30 people, but unfortunately I guess we have a smaller turnout today. It's all part of this plan, the self-damager and the PG. Self-damager and the PG. Huh? Sorry, I'm not paying attention anymore. I can't commit that much to Vanguard 0. You shouldn't. It's not healthy. Don't do it. Yeah, I just feel like, like I make a lot of, I dare to say, trying to be like higher quality content, and I feel like I need to back it up, Like if you don't back up what you're saying, then you're just a fool. So I wanted a bit of credibility, and I surprisingly did well early into the season, so I just followed through. Definitely do not recommend anyone to do that though. It's too much time. It's not worth it, yo. We're looking for a spirit. I prefer playing the physical game on my free time and just taking it nice and slow. Unfortunately, it's hard to get into the physical game right now, right? Especially, it's hard for me to tell new players to get into it as well. So it's kind of. I hope I can have a real life deck. Maybe someday, PG, PG, PG. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hit a heal trigger, heal trigger, heal trigger. What is this? What is this? What is this? This spicy. It didn't even matter, but it did. It worked. All right, let's go back to playing chill decks. Is anyone interested in playing viewer fights? Let's do that for the last 20 minutes of the stream. 20-30 minutes of the stream. Let's play some viewer fights, and I hope everyone sticks around. We can play some games. Thumbs up if you want viewer fights. Like the video if you want viewer fights, Let me know. Feel interest in Vanguard is declining over time. People losing their locals, and not just because of Corona. Yeah, it's hard to maintain a bottom line in card games. Yeah. Especially since, like, with every set, the meta is, like, it's changing so fast. Like, with Luard, everything before Luard is pretty, I'd say, redundant. And then with Gurgui, get good, like, it's doing the same thing, right? It's just one deck format, and it's hard to get rid of your cards if you're not, because a store would have more than one clan, right? So it's hard to maintain the bottom line. I feel it's really tough right now. That's all I can say. All right, friend fights, let's go. I have to go. Thank you for stopping by, Meh 1993. It's good to see you again, and I hope you come around more often. And yeah, say the V is really hard with a filter. It's good. Yeah, good. Think they'd learn from how they end up cheer. Look, we're transitioning into overdress soon, so maybe this is intentional. probably intentional. They're not dumb, right? They want to make money. This is how they do it. Right? They gotta boost up the confidence in the game, boost sales, make it look good before they take the risk of jumping to something different. So, what can I say? It's all part of the game. All right. I want to know the card design people. I do too. I think Zero is doing pretty good in the card design department though. Like, they at least have put some thought into which cards should be using that keyword, which card, you know, when they should release certain cards. Like, they pulled Dungry earlier because they knew that with Eradicators, Dungry wouldn't see the light of day. So, all right, let's go. Game 1 with Hisham. Made Too Cute says, I see a lot of top players play the filter grade 1, discard 1 for 1. Which card? For which clan? I think generally the 7k ones, you know, on place, are pretty good. You know, in Kagero or Link Joker, you will see quite a lot of them. Giving all grade 1 rears crits or having to drop 15 cards to guard 1 turn is not fun. It just went to 14 after that. After he saw viewer fight, lol. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do viewer fight. Is that the case, everyone? Do you not like it? Same as ranked, but like less VP farmers, you know? Alright, playing Tsukiyomi. No, the 6k ones. Oh, the booster on hit. I think it depends on the deck. Most decks wouldn't want it. I think most decks wouldn't want it. Let's go get the when hit. Yeah, like the Airmos, right? The Airmos, let's play aggressively. Yeah, I think it's usually a one-off. But I play 4 of it in the Aquaforce deck, actually, because I value the consistency. And I think, you know, like, the 6+2 is pretty good as well. Helps you hit numbers. But I guess, personal preference. In Kagero, you have more options. In Link Joker, you'll also see the 6k booster filter. So that's good. It really depends on, you know, what cards there are to compare the power levels, which clan you're playing, to see how draw or filter dependent you are, and some other stuff. New Moon says, I think they should have made the update the Sentinels option to guard at 3 or 4 damage, so you don't have to go back to an older set just to get a certain PG. You don't have to. You can always use Sentinel medals, right? You get 2 of those per season, 4 of those a month. That means you get a playset of any PG you want if you play a decent amount every month. And I think that's really generous already. Like, if you don't have PGs, you can't play the game. I remember going to Legend with like 2 PGs, and it was so bad. It was so bad. Playing budget gold Rutiel or whatever. It was not fun. Wow, our opponent's yeah. Me2Q says it's right. You get Sentinel medals easily. By the way, whoever subscribed just now, thank you for subscribing. We're at 455. So we're almost halfway to 1,000, which is, you know, the goal. First proper goal. Right. Time to make my $1 a month from YouTube, boys. I haven't seen a lot of triggers on our opponent's end, so I'm playing the 20k column rather than the end flip to be safe than sorry. I'd rather be dealing damage than anything at this point. I only play this game on your spare time. Yeah, but it doesn't take that much effort, right? Like, you play... It's for me, I take like an hour at most for each legend rack. So, and like, you know, you just swipe stamina for VP anyways, so it's not that hard, I don't think. Just log in. Just remember to log in, get your stamina, and do that. Yeah, just stamina. This is probably the first serious OTT I've seen in a long time. OTT is still good, okay? I'll say that. Ren has the most BS voice in Zero. Look, he's a Chad. Warukunai. Nanda. Oh no, I'm weebing. I'm weebing. And people are leaving. I just spam character fights when double VP is up. Easy VP. Yeah, definitely. Do that. By the way, I'm coming for you next match. Come at me, bro. Come at me. Bring it. Play faster though. We time waits for no one. Come on. Heal on the Gentle Gym. I think Gentle Gym is a pretty common pick with Tsukiyomi nowadays because you want your toms to hit numbers. Stand trigger, L. Not playing any draw triggers, huh? Interesting. Oh, for Tsukiyomi, it's a 4-5-4 build. Okay. So it's like 2 or 3 of this, 2 or 3, 1 or 2 of this. Okay. So I think its preference is nice. I like to play certain PG cards because I like the design. Yeah, I mean, they have to give you a reason to roll for the new ones, right? Like in the TCG, like there's literally only one, like there's 100% a better PG and a worse PG, right? The better one is the one with the new name, because you might as well play the one with the subclan. There's no reason not to, right? So there's literally no reason to play the old one, but now they're giving you an incentive to play the old one. So I guess if you think about it that way, they're adding value to the old PGs. So if you had them, you wouldn't feel bad about having them. But if you didn't have them in the first place, I guess it feels bad to have to catch up. I suppose that is true. No triggers on opponent's end. That hurts so much. Alright, what are we doing? Are we at the stack? Checked for grade 0, checked for grade 1, checked for grade 2. That's 15. 12? 12 to 15. Drive check 1, 2, 3, 4. 16. We're at the stack. With one draw, we're at the stack, I think. So let's see what Hisham has gotten prepared for us. Draw into stack. Very nice. We still charge. Tsukiyomi. Again? Okay. Okay, another Tsukiyomi. Yeah, maybe playing less of the Secretary Angels, because if they have the triggers, they might as well, you know, put it back to the deck. But I guess you don't want to put draw triggers to the bottom of the deck, because if you're, you know, at the bottom of the deck, if you draw triggers, you're gonna deck out. So I see that as well. I don't play enough Tsukiyomi to comment on that. But why not attack 9 to 9, 12 to Vanguard, 18 to Vanguard if you're playing stands? I guess you know it's not a stand. There you go. And you want to hit to filter through your deck? So this is a non-trigger? Silent Tom. So only seen one Tom. I think our opponent probably has one in hand already. So let's finish this quick. Not doing this for the crit, but for the retire, actually. Just you know, getting rid of the intercept, being able to go face, is good. Grade 2? PG, huh? Might as well. There's no reason not to. Don't want to invest the blaster, the PBD yet. There's not enough incentive to want to play the game for me. Well, yeah, I guess it's, you know, if you don't want to play the game, there's, you know, don't play it. Don't force yourself to play something. It's just entertainment, right? But what I will say is subscribe, click the bell, and come support the channel. Because even if you don't like even if you don't have the cards, or if you don't like playing the game, I think you can still enjoy, you know, watching a stream, just coming hang out, and just chat with other fans of Vanguard, I guess. It gets super boring sometimes, yeah. That's your incentive, exactly. It gets boring at times, 100%. Especially when, like, you grind a lot, right? Like, for me, after doing that ladder grind, like, especially because I was moving, I just moved back. Oh, it's a Silent Tom. Can it hit numbers though? That's the question. Unfortunately, we don't have intercepts, so that's not good. Then go back to your older decks. I played my Spike deck recently. It's still OP. Spikes is still pretty good. Okay. Gentle Gem. Power 2 Silent Tom. 18. And then hope to hit a trigger. You know you're going to hit a trigger. Oh, we hit the trigger. Oh, it's so disgusting. Look at this. We have 3 out of 4. Opponent 1 out of 5. I'm so sorry, man. It happened. Yeah, it burns you out way too much. They need more stuff. There needs to be more objectives in the game to have more fun with. Yeah, they need more PvE content. Like story mode it's not cutting it. You know, more packs not cutting it. Oh, you want more content? I want more content. Like, yeah. Go play Vanguard EX. There's a story mode, but it's still Vanguard. Did you know that this Vanguard game is not the first Vanguard app that Bushiroad published? There used to be this board game thing that I used to play a lot of, but I couldn't read Japanese, so I couldn't really progress much in the game. But it's still very cool. It's a fun fact to know. Fun facts. So that's it for this game. Opponent only has 1 heal left, so, you know. Even if they hit the 6 damage heal, it's impossible for them to get the second one. So that's GGWP. We want 10,000 packs. Why not get like 1 million? Gotta be more greedy. But yeah, go win the championships. Like be like Patricia and Pat, get those packs, and there you go. You know, swim in your vaults full of packs. It's a gacha game. Yeah, they want to make money too. Like you have to understand, right? All right. Creating room. It's a card game in a nutshell. So trial deck tournament or something like that. They can do that. Like limit certain cards. I know a lot of tournaments are doing that. Like only cards from the new set or clans from the new set to keep it fresh. But at the same time, if you're imposing these cards, card restrictions on people, it means that they might feel less inclined to, you know, build certain things, right? Like, or they might not feel, you know, comfortable building so many decks because they know they can't play competitively. So you have to balance that. It's a interesting thing. They called Zero an RPG. Why? Alibaba said, I've run into Patricia and Pat twice in ranked. I won the first time, and second, he was farming. He farms a lot. And should I play Shadows? Whatever. And I played him once in a tournament from MPWA. So if you're interested in that, check that out. It's like 2 or 3 like months old, 2 months old, I think. But it's still neat. All right, Javelin. No Javelin. Why can't give Adelaide +3 charisma? Yeah. You know why? Because Adelaide maxed out charisma. That's why. It's like, you know. Fortunately, they don't have a system to let you grail or go beyond the system. So New Moon, you're not wrong. We all want to buff the Adelaide, but what can I say? What can I say, right? All right, we're gonna. Yay, ride the main! Ideally against Payload, I like to rush them as well, but seems like we can't do that. Didn't get the chance to do that. We're gonna rep our Adelaide here. The state of the physical game is kind of not the best. Yeah, casuals, yeah. I will subscribe to you even though I found your channel yesterday. Well, subscribe if you enjoy the content. If you like it, you know, just click the subscribe. I don't mind. I don't mind you subscribing, man. I love the support and I appreciate it. Factor, thank you so much. All right, enough with this charade. We paid enough respects to Adelaide. All right. The main into the main. The main's dead. Yeah. So usually, if you're interested in, you know, joining us for lives in the future, usually I stream whenever I feel like it. So, and I don't. Oh, double heel trigger. There we go. This is what you get after praising Adelaide, right? So if you want RNG, here's it first from Entropy. Praise Adelaide. You know, plaster pictures of Adelaide on your wall, maybe even in your game, right? And hit those double heels. Channel that Adelaide energy. All right. The Crimson Beast Tamers, the Beast Tamers in Pale Moon. I don't know. Exactly. You see, it's all part of the plan. Heals in the early game. I'm not playing a limit break deck, so I'm okay. And you know, my board is a mess, so healing out those counterblasted units, those counterblasts, having more space, a little more breathing space for future plays, because Pale Moon can make those multi-attack plays. You know, can't complain. Adelaide Wu, best girl. Laxer Factor said, I thought Link Joker was going to be the best clan when it came out in 0 for JP, but it isn't. Shadows are better, right? That's what I'm hearing. Shadows are better. And, you know, I can't complain. I can't complain. It's not bad. It's not bad. Well, yeah, not yes, but you are getting healed. Allies is always a good thing. 100%. It's good to get heals. It's good to get heals when you heal. It's not good to get heals when, you know, you're ahead in damage or whatever. When it's just the power. It's always nice to get draws too, you know, offensively or defensively. So, all right, so we can clear up the board here. Finally make some plays. Or we can go cross-ride. I think cross-riding is okay as well. You can get rid of the car. Imagine if LJ had hand lock in this era. It's a bit too early. You're like one or two years ahead of your time. Don't tempt them. Don't do that. Don't do that here. We don't talk about that. I'm kind of scared to go against him. His luck is OP. Me? My luck is OP. Did you see my pack openings? Did you? I just dropped my phone. It's always the risk that feels satisfying once you win. Is this last game or nah? We can do one last game after this. One last game. And then it's you know, maybe next week. You know, tomorrow or the day after, usually I do the news segment on the weekends. So we have some spicy news with some card reveals. So, you know, subscribe for that or check out the channel for that. But other than that, maybe I'll do a Hearthstone or chess stream, depending on what I feel like. Because, you know, if the SP melds aren't out, I might reconsider building Eradicators or whatever. And if that's the case, maybe, you know, maybe just playing these old decks aren't very entertaining after all. But you let me know what you want to see. Wow, those SP Lukies. Look at that. That's 1, 2, 3 SP Lukies. Beautiful. Lactor Factor, my friend list is full, but I delete people if you don't log in. So be wary, everyone here. Log in. I have like 0 friends. Yeah, you can add me, definitely. We can do that. And if you want to play a few games, add me on Discord and we can chat. You're a content creator, so yeah, but like, you know, I'm first and foremost, I mean, I wish, but like I'm not making anything out of content creating. Like if I made like even just like $1 or 2, right? Like it means that I have money towards packs. But right now I don't. So, you know, I wish, you know, who doesn't want to play more of this, you know, play new stuff. So, it's the point of having friends is that if you do friend fights, sometimes they have friend fight like quests. If you do like certain friend fight numbers, you get packs actually. So that's nice. Oh no! Are we gonna lose? Opponent hasn't shown a single PG yet. This is not good. I wonder why the little That's fake. I wish. It's a test donation. Yeah, I wonder why the subscriber thing didn't go off just now. Someone subscribed like an hour ago. That's a shame. It's different from rank fight. I mean, you're still playing the game, but I'll show you the quest list later, so we can all check it out. That Alice, it's good that we're a cross-rank number. It means that they can set up. Oh, they can't. The fun of winning is different level. Time's up. Come on. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, Eradicators? Oh, come on. If you're playing Eradicators, be a bit humble. It's a pretty disgusting deck. We ran out of triggers. Too lucky. Disrespect. Disrespect. Alright, we got... What can we do here? I think it's over. We don't have any PGs left. I mean, we do in our hand, but we can kill and intercept and then hit face 3 times. How many PGs does our opponent have? Deck thinning, hitting those numbers. My friend, I like to bully them. I'm joking. I don't have that. No. Come on. Come on. I'm your friend. Come on. You can bully me. I'm okay with that. We can go for one more turn here. But our opponent plays stance. Luckily, they didn't hit one. Yep. All right. Final turn. Let's hope. What is this friend you speak of? What is that? Oh, we drew into PG. That's nice. Okay, let me do the math. Kill the intercept. 12. Okay, so I guess we have to hope our opponent doesn't hit a trigger. Alright, here goes nothing. I think the next few cards might be grade 2s, so I might stop there. There's no reason to attack into it. Typed up your friend code, but it says you don't exist. Never mind. Do I exist? Is this the existential crisis moment? You could have made a 20k column. Okay, so if I did, what it means is that my 9k can't hit the Vanguard though, right? If my 9k can't hit the 10k, then it means that we're guaranteed to proc 1 PG, but I'm pretty sure our opponent has 2. And so I went for the riskier play, even though, so yeah, like I see where you're coming from, but. Don't just delete end him. We have one more turn. No, we don't. It's over. Take me. Take me. GG. All right. That the stand trigger came in. GG. GG. Well played. All right. All right. It's Fasca finally beat Ren. Shaken had bad player. All right. Okay. One last game. One last game, and then stick around next time. So come around next time, and we'll see what we can do. So yeah, I think we did pretty good progress on ladder. You know, in like an hour-ish, we got 2 legend ranks, so that was pretty sick. Yeah, GG, man. That was a good game. And what can I play? YOLO since you can't survive the next turn. Yeah, the play I did was more YOLO than stable, but yeah. All right, let's play some. I don't think I played any Aquaforce, but Aquaforce is prone to stream sniping though. You know. Let's play this. All right, who's up? Last game. Let's get it. And then after this, we will go do the friend fight thing. All right, it's Card Fight Geek. Let's get it. What are you gonna play? So unfortunately, last game, even the Adelaide energy didn't help us enough. So perhaps our opponent just prayed to Adelaide more, and we can do nothing but respect them for that. We have the superior ride. Ooh, it's the Liberators. I like it. I like it. All right, let's see. Liberators versus Easel. Which one do you think is better? Type in chat and let me know. Which one do you think is the better Gold Paladin deck right now in this meta? Right now. I'm not saying in the future. The future is a different story. I think it's definitely different. But Gramble Glaming? Next time. Come in earlier, and you can get me next time. Ready to get destroyed? Oh, go away! Don't stream snipe. Yeah, I'm wondering why you didn't make any content on Liberators actually. Because Cardfight Geek is a big fan of Liberators, so he does a few deck profiles here and there. And Josephus. Calls out the Josephus so you can set up a booster with the on hit. Very nice. All right, do it. Freed, 18k. Interesting habit here with not using the boost. Maybe they're accustomed to playing stance. Don't have much, you know, evidence on that, but Libs just need a Doreen. Yeah. I mean, they have a 7+3, right? If you superior call something, get 3k. Oh wow, the double draw. That's some card advantage right there. Rambloo Gaming. Anyway, bye everyone. It's really late here. Let's fight sometime again next time. And yeah, and fought you at least one time before you get famous. I wish I got famous, man. It's hard to keep this up. Bye. See you next time, man. And go check out his channel if you have the chance. This is just Ganslow's Brickwork is really yeah, because like in the TCG you won't get as punished for having a board, right? Like, but Ganslaw right now, like it's harder to lose your entire board in the TCG, but it's easier to lose your board in Vanguard 0. So I definitely hear where you're coming from, and that's definitely why they added the Blaster Blade search. But even then, it's not as flexible as the other break rides. I'm using Errants, but that's since I started a new account, so I wanted to start off strong. Definitely. Reroll for Eradicators, you're going to play that for a long time. It's definitely still going to be really solid. So, don't count. That's really good. Hopefully, if they have the SP melt, I'll do a pack opening sooner or later. But hopefully it's a thing. What is this? What is this? What is this? Alright, everyone, cheer World Adelaide energy. Come on, share some of that. Come on. Oh no, this is the problem with playing draw triggers in this deck. You filter through the deck too fast. It's too fast. Alright, here's your 1 damage for your break ride. Oh, let's put the heal back. Let's put the PG back. That's the spirit. It's still good, still good. I feel like the problem with Liberators right now is that it doesn't have enough pressure. Like, if you're gonna pull like what Cardfight Geek is doing with like playing 9 crits, I guess you can do that, but like, you know, again, Ganslaw is awkward. I agree with that sentiment. You might as well play Blowburst. Blowburst is it's more consistent in the sense that you will always get something as long as you ride on top of it and you have counterblast. Like Ganslaw, you have to expect your opponent to not punish you for having a board. Me Too Cute says, I guess it's simply not easy to top Easel's effects. Even Garmor Liberator is not better than him. Yeah, because most of the time you won't have an empty board, right? Easel is just so good. It got over buffed, I think. A little bit too much of that buff. We're decking out. We don't want that. We have half the deck that our opponent has right now. All right, are we gonna go for the Spirit? Oh, we can go for the Pelnor. Yeah, let's shove some cards back into the deck. Call a self-damager out. So that way we have a chance to put the PG back and the Spirits, which is always good. We rode the Pelnor so we don't deck out. No, not the draw trigger. PG is good. Alright, we only have heal triggers left in the deck. And that's it? That's it. Well, there you go. Straightforward game. Alright, so it is time for us to say goodbye. It was a good stream. It was fun. A lot less crowded than usual, for the better or worse. I think it's good because we get to talk more. But of course, I wish we had more people stop by and say hi. Let me see what I can do with here. Yeah, let's remove some people. GG, man, GG. Sonic Boom. Larissa, Zekirk, Slick Dog. I don't know Slick Dog. Alright. Here you go. Add me. Whoever wants to add me, do that. Go do that. Yeah. This is my friend code.